Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever thing you celebrate that's going on right now. I don't even know. Anyways, hello, everybody. It's the 23rd of December, 2022, and we're back. And I hope everyone's doing well and having a good holidays, whatever you celebrate or don't, like me. Um, yeah, let's get into some Pentiment. I'm pretty excited to get back into this. I've been wanting to get back into this for a while. Um, it's just a lot of reading, and I've been sick. Also, I have been sick, so I might have to because I muted myself. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna have to cough or sneeze or whatever at some point. So just forgive me if I have to stop mid whatever and doing that. Anyways, yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get started. Pentiment. At the end of the last time we played Pentiment, we finished Act 1. We sent a man to his death. Because we're trying to find the murderer of this very rich person, this nobility. We couldn't really find definitive proof, but we had to make a choice. We made a choice. I don't know if it's the right or wrong one. We feel kind of shitty about it because, again, we don't know if we sent the right person to their death. I'm thinking we didn't, but we'll find out. We were kicked out of the abbey, and we left our old friend behind, the one that we saved. And pretty much that's the end of Act 1. Act 2 starts with us looking at the grave of our old friend, I think like 7 years later. So let's pick it up. I don't remember what voices I used for anybody, so all new voices for everybody, a whole new cast. Think of it like the next season of an anime when they replace all the voice work. Alright, so what did we need to do? Let's see here. Let's do some reminding. Paying respects. It feels strange being back in Kershaw, back in Tessling. I haven't talked to anyone here in years. I should stop by Klaus's house and see how he's been. Okay. Klaus's house. Oh, okay, good. This will be good. You can't talk to the kid. What's this? The room is sparse compared to what I'm used to. Alright, so we became a master artisan, artwork guy, master artist. And I'm assuming we've lived a pretty good life. So let's go around. Golden hand gesture. Oh, we're actually able to go upstairs this time. Wow. Oh, it's Hannah. Hello, Andreas. How are you enjoying your stay? It's been wonderful, Hannah. Thank you. See? You gotta be nice. Always remember that. Oh, good. You're in the best room we have. I'm glad it's to your liking. Was there anything else? No, thank you. Until later. Until then. No, until God, or whatever, like they would always say. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's go. Okay, that goes out to the meadow. What are you, Killian? Good day, Master Mailer. Nico? Ah, Master Mailer, is it? Hello, and welcome to the Golden Hands. I am Nico Berger. Berger. I own this land house and run it with my wife, Hannah, and our son, Killian. Okay, so I don't think they're from here. I believe my boy helped you to your room. Is it to your liking? It's lovely, thank you. I am glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back. Yes, I worked for the Abbey as an artist. Ah, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder? Yes, out of necessity, the wrong man was being accused of crime. A friend of mine. I heard it was the prior at the Abbey that the Baron was a sacrifice in some diabolical spell the brother was casting. No, he wasn't casting a spell, as far as we know. The Baron wasn't a sacrifice. Where'd you hear that? Oh, bits and pieces that people have said here and there. Sounds like the story has changed in the last... I'm not gonna say, well, it's wrong. It'd be like, instead of being like... What's the word? Like, mean, I guess? I don't know, like, trying to fight him or whatever. It's more like, it sounds like the story has changed over the last 7 years. A more measured answer. I meant no offense, Master Mailer. I just find it to be an interesting story. It's not a story, something that happened. I have to go. Of course. Again, I meant no offense. Well, I'll leave you to your day. Until later. Until then. Yeah, let's... You know, also don't shit on their... Like, that's all they have a lot of the times. Their stories and stuff, right? Gossip, so let's not try to just completely... Samuel. Hello, Andreas. Okay, we can't talk to him. Alright, let's go to the meadow. Brother Wolslav, you use thyme in almost all the Abbey's cooking. Maybe it grows so easily. Maybe because it grows so easily out here. Just do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why it's so hard for you. Otto, I'm scared. It's dangerous to cross the Abbot. Would you prefer the alternative? You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand. I'm just saying. Andreas Mahler? Well, I have to admit I didn't expect to see you back in our little town. This is the asshole fucking, what's it called? Miller, right? Otto, it's been a while. Some might say not long enough. This is my apprentice, Kaspar Ziegler from Salzburg. Salzburg, a small city located in the river Salash and found on Roman ruins. Rumors of violence and rebellion in the city are becoming more common. Kaspar's hometown. Good day. Ah, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. We don't grow them that fast, even in Nuremberg. They grow fast enough around here. Not trying to break your heart, but even I just had our first. Little Otto. Although we call him Otz. Oh no, Otto was our friend, right? Oh, I can't remember now. Break my heart. You're not still. Oh, yep, it is. That's our friend, right? That wasn't the. Break my heart. Congratulations to you both. That's wonderful news. Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Claire and Ursula help out where they can. I'm sorry to hear about your father. That's life. At least he's with the Lord now, free of his aches and pains. I know Eva wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? I'm sorry, I'll own up to it. I'm sorry, things got busy after I left Hassling. Sorry to interrupt, but I should be heading back. I feel like I should remember your face, but I can't place it. Isn't that the troublemaker kid? Martin, yep. Oh, don't trouble yourself. It's me, Martin. Remember? Oh, yes, of course. Hello, Martin. Hello. Sorry to run, but I gotta get these sheep back to the farm. As much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadows, I have a lot to attend to. Otto, I'll see you in the meeting later. Andreas, until later. Good to see you, Martin. You little troublemaker. You little scamp. You take those sheep and you get out of here. Pain in my ass. Can't believe how much Martin's changed. True, he's like the prodigal son. Took over his father's farm after France died. He's been a much better husband to Brigitta and provider for cats. Cats? Oh, they got a kid? Oh no, a lady. Franz died. How's little Wolf doing? Oh, look at that little bean. Fran's heart gave out. Local legend says he was screaming at Cat and he dropped dead. Nothing that I want not that I want anyone to suffer, but few are sad to see the man go. Oh shit. And little Wolf, he died a few months after he left. I think Martin still feels guilty about it. What's this about a meeting? You picked an interesting time to visit. Come by Town Commons in a while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say. Actually, I'll consider it, thanks. Hope to see you there. Until later. I think we should do that instead of going to see Klaus. The menu pedal, cynic foil. Cynic foil? It grows so easily, some consider it a weed. Schlau. What's any collection of wildflowers? You're so plentiful in the meadow. Okay. Go to the forest. Let's go. Let's walk around, I guess. Nothing new here, it looks like. Waterfall must slow down from the snow melt in the mountains. Okay. Did they do something with the salt mine? They did not? Okay. 7 years and it still looks the same. All that land. Okay. With Father Gernot's new restrictions, the townsfolk can't even gather sticks without a fee. Oh, let's see if Smokey's still here. Guess not. Oh. Excuse me. Andreas, I had heard you were back in Tasling. God bless you. God bless you, Father Thomas. It's good to see you again. Hopefully this visit will be less eventful than your last. Tasling has enough going on as is. We have a bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. You'll get to all sorts of mischief. St. John's, the feast and celebration of St. John the Baptist, beginning the sunset of June 23rd, coincides with Midsummer's Day and the summer solstice. And then it's my job to hear their confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. Hey, look, it's Guy. Let's all talk, brother. No need to scare a guest with such things. I'm sure if there is trouble, Master Mailer will be the first to stick his nose in it. Unless you want me to break your nose, I suggest shutting your wolf. You're not going to hit me, not in front of the Father Thomas. Don't push back. I don't like how I push back. Stop threatening me. I'm just speaking the truth. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. After Fenwick was executed, Father Abbot Matthew, the new prior. Fenwick might have been annoying, but Matthew is even worse. Thanks for that. It would have been better for everyone if you had simply allowed Brother Piero to die. After all, he only had a few years left anyway. Looks like you have no years left. Friends, there's no need for such ire. Forgive me, Father Thomas. I'll let my passion get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. I actually come to speak with you on Abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Gernot would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing some of our books. The Abbot just had me run off and now he wants me back. I can't know the mind of the Father Abbot. I just know what he asks. The library is not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. If you could come by tomorrow morning, Mother Illuminata can show you what's available. Mother Illuminata? Yes, since Mother Cecilia passed a few years ago. How did she die? Peacefully in her sleep. So tomorrow morning? Alright, tell them to expect me. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed. And Andreas, I apologize for my harsh words before. It was rash. Brother Piero was a pious man and a skilled artist. We missed him. I appreciate you saying that. I missed him too. Excellent. Now if you two were able to work things out. Oh, Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? Yes, I think so. A private matter. Of course. Until tomorrow. God bless you, Andreas. go to the mill really quick. Okay, not much has changed visually. Let's go see what all the hubbub is about. Oh, I was supposed to meet everybody here. Did I get that wrong? I ran into Otto Zimmerman and Martin Bauer having a discussion in Meadows. Martin returned to his adventures as a changed man. Otto told me to come to the Commons later. Oh, after I talked to Klaus. Okay. So I gotta talk to Klaus. Alright. Let's go talk to Klaus. Zimmerman house. Oh, this is literally, I'm just going in circles right now. Excuse me. Okay. Alright. Everything looks kind of blocked off. Church. Alright, hold on. Before we go to church, I think there's still some more areas we gotta look here. There are like some houses we could have gone into, weren't there? This looks different. The Rat House construction is going smoothly. I wonder if they'll finish before the winter. A community hall where people meet, typically a council that governs day-to-day affairs under the authority of the Lord. I think this is Klaus, isn't it? Yep, sure is. Magdalene! Bah! Anybody else here, or is it just that? Man, no privacy or nothing. Andreas! I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time. 7 years. 7 years and nothing from my friend Andreas. First Bert, then Marie, just after Magdalene was born. My wife always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back after I told you they had passed. I'm sorry. I should have written. Yes, you should have. Too late for that now, though. Boop-a-doop-boop-boop. Hello. She likes you. Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing? The 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding changes from their lords. Oh. Okay, that's not English. Freedom from serfdom. Freedom to hunt and use the wood as God intended. Freedom from compulsory labor. Abolition of the inheritance tax. Fair appraisal of rent. The return of property to common use and ownership. Bavaria isn't Swabia. Swabia, a former duchy in the southern Holy Roman Empire. It was reformed of the Swabian Circle in 1512. It borders Bavaria to the west, the Swiss Confederacy to the south, and Austria to the southeast. The laws may not be just, but they are the laws. I fear people of Tessin are putting themselves in peril. Ah, so this is Otto's cause. They're already in peril. Many of them are becoming desperate. The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. The cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gertners lately, you should visit them. And Otto, had you print these? Yes, why? Well, I didn't think he could read. He can't. Just about everyone else in town can. He speaks, I print. I'm just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry, I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You should go to the Commons, hear what Otto has to say. It's worth hearing. I understand. Of course, I will see you then. Be good while we're gone, Magdalene. Will you be good? Gabbity gabbity goo. Oh, it's time to work. Work. So now we should go to the town commons. So many people. Everyone listen. We all know why we're here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we start saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has founded new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use God's force to support our families. Law after law gets heaped upon us, restrictions on how we can pay rents, limits on where we can move, who we can web. And now the death tax, which once claimed only our best animal and garments, takes half our estate. No considerations for widows, no considerations for children. What about the town council, the Rathaus? Surely that is a sign that the Abbey wishes to share its power to listen to our grievances. Look at this fucking bootlicker. Look at that bootlicker over there. You had a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people. But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit a favored few against the many. This is not charity, no, only greed and desperation drive Father Gernot. You'd think that if the abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself. And when we protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the shrine of St. Moritz. He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now, when we most need the intercession of our saints, the abbot has shut us out. Father Gernot's actions aren't just. They aren't Christian. We've endured this abuse for too long. It's time to let the abbot know we won't take it anymore. Too right. Hear, hear. Yay. Yeah, this has to stop. Let's fix this. Stop. This is foolish. Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. If you push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed. Hannah's right. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. You lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be grounded into dust. You'll be ground into dust like the Swabian peasants. We could always grind you up instead, Leonhardt. They might be right. There's actually soldiers about. We don't know what this is about. Look out for me. We must God is on our side. Shh. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg were able to take the city and have their causes heard. If the people If the people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, then we can do the same with the abbot. Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is alright? They'll put a good fight, Casper. Maybe your brother will have a good war story. Don't worry, the civilian losses were minimal. They're probably fine. Oh no, maybe we should go to Salzburg after this. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly. People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why couldn't we do the same? Righteous cause. Martin's right. We deserve better. We can do this. Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Martin has proved dependable these last few years. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. The abbot may have locked us out of our saint's shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you for coming. Oh boy. Good day, Andreas. There, it's been too long. It's lovely to see you again. Eva. Hello, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your long absence from Tassing. At this rate, we thought we'd never see you again. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending word of my arrival. You certainly did pick an odd time to visit. We're in the middle of a strange season. Andreas, you talking to my wife? Just saying hello, politely. Keep it that way. Your speech was very rousing, Otto. I swear they get better each time. I hope the dude doesn't catch rid of this, Otto. Are you looking for trouble, Otto? Of course not, but I understand what might happen if the abbot doesn't listen to reason. Even so, the people here can't go on like this. Something has to change. Say nothing. What's the story with the sign from God you were talking about? Okay, convince Otto to talk about his sign from God. Flirted too much with Eva in 1518. Unsure why people hate the Abbey. Disobey the Abbey to get Otto's help for the dig. Stood your ground when Matthew approached the grave. Said you'd talk your way out of trouble with the Abbey. Okay, let's see if that... Fuck. Don't quite feel comfortable discussing it with you, Mailer. No offense. Besides, I'd like it to be a surprise for everyone, especially the Abbot. Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by the house for some supper. We'd be delighted to have you. This sounds wonderful. We'll be there, Clara. Alright, we gotta go to the Gertners. Let's look around a little bit. He's really mad that we flirted with him. It's been a little rough for her, eh? Nope, this way. Andreas, you're back in Tassing. Just for a few days, I want to pay my respect to Brother Piero. Oh yes, Brother Piero, what a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talk to him sometimes on my breaks up in the Abbey. I'm surprised Prater Fenric didn't give you an earful. Well, he did before the unpleasantness. I'm sure you know shook up things at the Abbey for a while. Brother Guy made it clear I wasn't welcome in Kirschlaus when I arrived, so yes. For what it's worth, you're still welcome in Tassing. Anyway, Matthew's prior now. Still strict, but a bit quieter about it. So maybe it's changed for the best? Who's to say? We don't have to live by the rule. Then again, we all have to live under Father Gernau's rule, which is probably worse. Oh, are you in with the peasants? Well, of course. Gernau has been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. Any of us used to be able to go fishing in there. Not anymore. How far are you going to take this? Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto and the peasants do too. I hope your trust is well placed. Pray for us, will you? We could use St. Moritz' help right now. Say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After you left here and returned to the Nuremberg, take it you were married? I was. Sabine was waiting for me. Oh, yep. I was. Sabine, she was waiting for me. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone. I fear it's never gonna happen. Really? Not a single person has caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market selling painted pots. I think about her sometimes, maybe more than is Christian. Hold on, you need to go back to Innsbruck and find that pretty girl. What? Really? Life is too short to spend dreaming about the loves you could have had. Trust me. You seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas. But it sounds foolish, juvenile, you must say. Maybe, but it feels right. Well, if I ever get the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. There's something to look forward to, after all. I thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. A pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Aw. We made a positive change. Probably. Hopefully. Hold on. We gotta go this way. There. Excuse me. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down to supper. Care to join? I want to walk around a bit more. I'll be right back. Let's talk to these guys. Peter. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Ursula. Hello. Hello, Ursula. Do you remember me? No, should I? It's me, Andreas. I've been your friend. I suppose you wouldn't recommend my partners. No, you were very young when I was last aboard. You used to poke me in the foot with a stick to... Oh, you used to poke me in the foot with a stick to wake me up. I did? You did. I stayed in the room upstairs. I kind of remember that. I think you told me a story once. Mom and Dad sometimes talk about you. They said you went away for more training. What was that like? Well, I was in Krakow. I learned a new printing technique. No, not about the art, Andreas. About your travels. All right, all right. The city's market square is almost bigger than Tesla and always full of merchants to grow from. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I saw a cave where a dragon lived. What, really? Yes, under a hill the locals called Wawel. Wawel. When the dragon was alive, it was so hungry it demanded 3 cattle to eat every day. Or what? Cough, cough. Or it would eat 3 cattle's worth of people. But eventually the king got tired of this and came up with a scheme. They fed the dragon a cattle skin filled with sulfur. What's sulfur? A stone that burns. So they set a small fire in the heart of the sulfur. After the dragon ate it, the fire spread and burned the dragon from the inside. But it's gone now, right? Yes, of course. I couldn't have visited its cave if it were alive, could I? All right. Cough. Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know what the stories about Perchetta and the Wild Hunt? Do you know the stories about Perchetta and the Wild Hunt? In Germanic folklore, the Wild Hunt is a supernatural cavalcade of spirits and fiends that which may cause destruction or portent war and other catastrophe if not adequately appeased. The Wild Hunt is often led by legendary figures such as Perchetta or the Devil. Oh, I wonder if that's what the Witcher stuff is based off of. Oh shit, I just spilled a bunch of coffee all over myself. Of course. Smooth. Like a goddamn child. I'll just drink water instead. A little. I didn't learn about them until I lived here. Why? Are they bad? Bad how? Well, my grandpa tells me things about Porchetta and spirits and charms. And the old woman, Ottilia, she talks about them too, and says all these words I don't understand. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So, why do you think they're bad? Well, my dad says I shouldn't listen to any of it. He said it's nonsense and that Father Thomas will be mad. He said he only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. Damn, I smell like coffee now. I don't want to get in trouble, but Grandpa says if I don't learn the old ways, they'll just be forgotten. So are they bad? Cough, cough. No, they're not bad. You should learn what you can while you can. Really? Embrace the old ways. Yep. Our cultist background told the story of Girl Among the Oranges. Told the story of Wavel. Yes, it's important for you to carry on the stories and knowledge of your ancestors. Oh, that makes sense. Oh. Thanks, Andreas. Until later. Okay. We're gonna corrupt that little child so bad. Hello, Andreas. Good to see you back in town. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, you know, pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow about when I'll give her grandchildren. As if I'm not doing enough work already. You're married now? Oh, yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. Big George and I were married 2 springs back. Congratulations to you both. Thanks. Now Mom's nagging me about when we'll have kids. Are you two having trouble? Not exactly. George is fine, it's just you're attached to someone else. Yes. So to speak, I'll do my duty, but it's harder now. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave you to it until later, Veronica. See you, Andreas. Is she a lesbian? Is that what that is? Ooh, Il Peter. Hello, Il Peter. Oh, it's you. The artist from a few years ago. Yes, Andreas Mahler. I'm surprised you remember me. Everyone seems to think my mind is going, but it's still sharp as a nail. Just makes nails, you know. Good man. Right. Are you staying with my family again? No, I'm staying at the Golden Hands. Those misers charging me just as much as the pilgrims for a drink, but won't support my son in his cause. That new abbot must have gotten to them, the bastard. Why do you hate the abbot so much? Everything went to shit after Father Mateus died. That man, God rest his soul, never increased taxes. He might have asked for a tithe in hardened winters, but we were happy to help the abbey then. We could take from the forces we needed. Brother Florian used to help us in our illnesses. Let us follow in the ways of our forefathers. A true Christian, that old abbot. And then, Father Gurnell promised he would keep everything between the abbey and us peasants the same, and we were foolish enough to believe him. At first, he refused to allow Florian to come down anymore. Taxes got higher, he stopped allowing us to pay in goods and livestock. Now he only takes coin, as though we can come by enough of that in a year to pay our rent alone. The bastard doesn't give a damn about us, not how Father Mateus did. I didn't realize how bad the restrictions were for you. No, of course you don't. Not your kind with your fancy hats and tassels and fur. Boots with the furs. You don't need to see troubles of us common folk. Why should this new abbey, grander than us all cough cough? I should go. Alright. Alright, let's have this, I'm sure, very happy dinner. Meh. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit supper. Andreas, it would be my pleasure. It's surely a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Young boys eat goddamn too much. Peter, stop that. Andreas is our guest. Why don't you lead us in grace? Fine. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which you are about to receive from your bounty. We pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now many years. Please help me protect my family in these difficult times. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Master Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? The gardeners can't afford a lot of bread, they're being polite. Andreas, it's good to have you at our table again. And with another guest, this young man, your assistant? Casper, yes, he's my assistant. That would explain why I saw him writing in that little journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. Alright, well, let's eat our cheese. Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? So, sometimes when the mood strikes. Wouldn't that be nice, George, if we only had to work when the whim took us? And when we toil all day, and that despicable Abba is starving us all this while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine? Lay off him, Dad. He's only just got here. Let's eat the bread. How have the fates been treating you these last few years? The Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. That's one way to say it. Been miserable as shit all around. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it sitting at my own goddamn table. Then the whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter, his father, and Ursula with an AUG? I don't know what that is. Ursula with AUG and me, well, Clara lost a child and oh no. She lost a child in a childbed a year ago now. A tragedy, I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, Andreas. It was some time ago, but well, such things linger. It was monstrous, monstrous. Don't think about it, just keep the conversation going. You're already thinking about it. Please just leave me alone, just for a while. Alright, just for a while. Remain silent. It seems the Lord rarely looks on our tasking any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. We're eating, not at the table, not to do it. Please, can we not talk about this now? Let's have some fresh porridge. George here was married while you were away, Andreas. Yes, I heard. You and Veronica make a good match, George. Thanks. George has been good to me. There aren't many other options in testing anyway. It's been a couple springs, but I'm still not used to being married. Hey, congratulations, George. I'm happy for you. Don't talk about kids. Thanks, Andreas. Has been our one blessing in a dark season. With children soon to come, I hope. What? I don't get it. Cough. Do you? Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andreas? What should I say? What should I say? My life seems so far from theirs now. Don't leave them waiting. I can't think of anything. Leave me alone. I think you're rude if you don't say something. Here we go. I've been so busy with Casper's apprenticeship, I never have time to myself. Better not have any children, then. I do my best to be helpful. Oh, cough, cough. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm still hungry. Ursula, you can have mine. It's not fair that nobody gets any bread besides Master Andreas and me. Stop! Ursula, give it back to him. Uh-oh. I'm not going to have people in this town saying we don't feed our goddamn guests. Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good. Ugh. Time to get back to it, Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later. My apologies. My apologies, Peter. We didn't mean to overstay our welcome. It's alright, Andreas. He's just in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again. Yes, thank you for coming, Andreas. Will you be staying at St. John's Eve? I'm not sure yet. Alright, well, maybe we'll see you later. Until then. Ugh. A little awkward, eh? go to sleep. Let's go to the Abbey really quick, see what happens. I'm surprised this old bat's still alive. But she's not here. Saul, the first... Hold on. Never mind. Saul, the first monarch of Israel. According to the Old Testament, Saul was divinely rejected from the kingship after disobeying the prophet Samuel's instructions. The sin of Saul, the sin of Saul. Master, did you hear that? They still have her locked up in there? Sounds like someone crying out. I think it's Sister Amelia. Emily. She's a mystic. She may be having one of her visions. Sister Amelie, are you alright? Oh, Philistines, this is the hand of God. Compline, Compline. Sister, is something happening at Compline? Let's Compline right now. No! Sister Emily? You're the artist, Andreas. Are you alright, sister? I'm tired. Was I talking? Yes. What did I say? Something about the sin of Saul, the Philistines, the Compline. Oh, I wish Father Thomas was here. Why do you like Casper to go? Would you like Casper to go get him? If you could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Casper, run and get Father Thomas. Yes, Master Andreas. Your son? My son, Casper Ziegler, from Salzburg. He seems eager to please you. I feel his devotion is misplaced in me. He sees you as a father and wants you to honor you as any Christian child should. But as Paul told the Ephesians, fathers must not provoke anger in their children through ill treatment. Paul. I have little advice from mothers and fathers that does not come from Scripture. My world is one of spirit, decoupled from the march of life and death. That's her piss pot right there. I see and hear your world turning from this little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses. Mercifully small? This cell allows me to contemplate mysteries without noise of the outside world polluting my thoughts. Your world is the world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I have no will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God. When my will is God's will, when my will is His will, He graces me with visions, confusing though they may be. Certainly, if God has given you visions, He wants you to understand them. Understanding is a trial, Andreas. Perhaps what He wants from me is to strive, and in striving, to understand a different, deeper mystery. It is not my place to question God's will, but to contemplate the revelations I received with the help of Father Thomas. Sister, what is that hole in the ground? My grave. That seems macabre. What's that? How do you say that word? Macabre. Macabre? I dug it before Father Thomas read me my funeral rites. Before I was enclosed here, I dig a little more in it each day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. What if the calling is wrong? I wish I could give you a helpful answer, but I don't know. I felt this was my calling even before I could admit to it myself. So, is your calling in question, Andreas? Is your life? I do seem very unhappy, both I think. I lost my love. My love for art, love for family, love for anything. The last 7 years have been hard. It was all too much for me. Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. It can hold so much. Andreas, thank you for sending Caspar. It seemed prudent. Are you all right, Sister Amelie? Yes, Father, I may have had another vision. Andreas said I spoke of the son of Paul, Philistines, and complained. What do you think that means, Father? Andreas, Caspar, could you excuse us? We appreciate your help, but I must tend to her now, in the church. Of course, Father. Good evening. Bless you both. Master Andreas, I'm confused. What did all that mean? I'm not sure, but the last time I heard Sister Amelie have a vision, it was just before the Baron was murdered. What? Do you think, could Sister Amelie be receiving warnings? It is easy to think that, especially after the fact, but I was only present for one murder and one other vision. What if there's another murder? If that happens, I may revise my opinion. Come, Caspar, let's retire for the evening. Uh-oh. Shit's about to go down again, I guess. Oh, those little owls. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Oh, damn. We sleeping in. We sleeping in. Did you drop this, Caspar? No, I don't think so, Master. That script looks beautiful, Master Andreas. Did you write that? You were warned. Warned? What does that mean? Warned about what? It has to do with the murder that happened last time I was here. How? I thought they caught the murderer. Yes, but it's complicated. Let's just head up to the library, Caspar. Alright, Master. Uh-oh. Somebody's not happy. Who's this guy? He looks like a soldier, right? I have a feeling that guy's gonna come into play a little later. Won't be problems. Excuse me. Andreas. Brother guy, what are you doing out here? Father Gano asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. You can't close the shrine of Morts. Father Abba has ordered it, Andreas. I must follow his commands. The relic is safe inside the church, and we won't stop the pilgrims. And we won't stop the pilgrims from visiting, but it is off limits to townsfolk. What? Why? The abbot has had enough of the peasants and townsfolk rebelling against the abbot. He is the rightful lord. The abbot has been more than generous, and he will not let this 12 articles drivel pass. The abbot refuses to leave the relic at risk of destruction. The hand of St. Moritz is the only thing keeping the abbey open. The Tassin relies on St. Moritz just as much as the abbey. What about the faith of the townsfolk? And they can stop engaging in such heretical and sinful behavior. The abbot is trying to protect the relic, nothing more. I somehow doubt that's the only thing on his mind. Will you question the abbot too, Andreas Mahler? Have you forgotten that you are a guest here in Tassin? This is ridiculous and cruel, brother guy, even for the abbot. I will do my duty as my vows and my lord command me, Andreas. God bless you. This guy sucks. Let's see what's going on over here. Is this the blind lady, Marguerite? Yeah. Hello, who's there? Hello, Sister Marguerite. It's Andreas Mahler, the artist. Oh, Master Mahler, Mother Illuminata said you returned. Is there someone else with you? Yes, my apprentice, Caspar. Hello. God bless you, Gaspar. You smell even more of paint than your master. Be polite, Caspar. Sister Margaret can't see. Thank you. I may not be able to see well, but I can still hear you both. Anyway, I should go. Mother Illuminata doesn't like it when we're distracted from our duties. Of course, until later, sister. God bless you, Master Mahler. And you too, Caspar. Let's pet all the kitties. Ooh, it is so hot in here. Man. I might need to, I have, a long pair of pants on. I should probably put on some shorts. I'm sweating right now. Too hot. Okay, yeah, we can't do anything here. Let's go to the church. We're going to the library. Andreas. Oh, it's wonderful to see you again. How have things been for you in Nuremberg? I've actually been in Krakow recently. Nuremberg is wonderful, though. Oops. I'm glad to hear it. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in Krakow? Excellent. King Sigismund and the Archbishop of Wawel are patrons of assemblies and host foreign musicians at court. Oh, that is wonderful to hear. I have heard Krakow is a beautiful city. I'm glad they are making beautiful music as well. I love our music, of course, but I am interested in what is being created across Christendom. I suppose you come to pay your respects to Brother Piero. I'm so sorry, Andreas. He was a wonderful man and a faithful servant of Christ. He was my friend and teacher. Well, despite the occasion, it's good to see you again. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you. Alright, let's find where the library is. Look at all these guys. So, for some weird reason, I don't know why, but his art, just, he sticks out, right? And it's probably because he's got the paint all over him, but it just seems weird. Hello, who is this? It's Andreas, brother Adok. Andreas Mahler. Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg. You flatter me. Your art flattered my writing. Yours and Brother Piero's both. God rest his soul. It's a blessing to work with talents such as yours and Piero's. And Gabriel and Rupert and Sister Michaela when the nuns helped us with the labors. So many years of toil. They're all gone now. I pray they are all at rest with the Lord. Soon I will be gone, then Brother Guy, and all that remain of us are our books. But enough of that. How have you been, Andreas? I've been well, thank you. I am glad to hear it. You seem more at ease now than when I was last here. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked on the scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. It pained my joints and strained my brotherly love for Guy. The scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hands, but when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation, and so it also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It was good to hear your voice at Kirchlein again. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Ada. So he's essentially retired. See if we go back to the cemetery. Okay. Mother Cecilia, 1463 to 1522. That son is well made. Her family must have commissioned it. Brother Piero, 1450 1525. Rest in peace, my old friend. Volkbert. Oh, Master Andreas, it's been so long. It's good to see you, brother. How are you? I am well. I'm a monk now. Brother Lucas, too. I still do the same work, but now I have the same robes as the other brothers. Has the abbot been treating you well? Yes, he has. The work is hard, but I am happy. It's good to hear. I'll leave you to your work, brother. Okay. Okay. There he is. God bless you, Andreas. Really? That's it? Okay. Alright, I thought maybe you'd have more to say. Alright, let's see. Let's go to the refectory. I forgot exactly where the library is. Oh wait, the library was in, where we did our work. Oh, feed the kitty. With a big old sausage, damn. It looks good. Oh, let me guess. Someone's gonna be really pissed that we gave that sausage to the kitty. Can't talk to them. Okay. Let's go to the cloister. Scriptorium. Alright, this should be it right here. Yep. Sedna. Greetings, Master Mailer. Hello, Sister Sedna. You're looking like a real artist now. I'm impressed. You must be living like a lord. Not particularly. I've had to travel all over for my patrons. It's been difficult with the revolts. How dreadful. At least you can get mud on your shoes from beyond a single courtyard. Why don't you like living in Kershaw, sister? I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Kershaw. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. And here you are, muttering as though you are the most successful person in Tassing right now. Is that why you dislike Mother Illuminata so much? Yes. Mother Illuminata comes from a similar family, but she came to Kershaw willingly. She could have had the life I wanted, but instead she chose to moralize me for all my transgressions. I've accepted a lot these past years, but I can't ever be as perfect as Illuminata, so it's better than it was. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Master Andreas Mahler. Until later, Sister Zedna. The scriptorium fell to disrepair quickly after Father Gernot closed the library. Naturally. Hey, Fudge. It's going good. How are you doing? Happy holidays. There's Illuminata. I guess that's it. Oh no, I can keep going up. Nothing? Okay, wow. Alright. Let's see what Illuminata's got for us. We're gonna be buying some books from her, apparently. God bless you, Andreas. This has been too long. I know Father Abbot made it clear you were not to return when you left, but we had hoped to hear from you. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler, from, Salzburg. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Caspar. Master Mahler. Sister Zedna. I'm sorry you have to see it at such a state. It sees very little use these days. What happened? After Baron Rothvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons, of course. The small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masteries in big cities like Nuremberg. Guild of St. Luke regulated trade and sale of art in cities around Europe. Artists who sought to have apprentices and businesses often had to become members for the privilege. Happy holidays, thank you. It's going good. Completed Shadow Hearts and Original Crisis Core this week, feeling some accomplishment. Oh, dang. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a lot of progress. I'm making 0 progress on games the last couple of weeks, so that's fun. Good for you. What are you working on next, then? Father Gernot saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zedna had the time to maintain our inventory. Piero did say it was going to happen sooner or later. I am no happier about it than you are, but the late brother was right. Only heaven is unchanging. Now all that remains are books for sale to interested parties, a task that Father Gernot had entrusted to me. And Sister Zedna, of course. Well, I'm eager to look through your inventory. Master Andreas, maybe you could find a book for little Magdalene, something that's not in print yet? Excellent idea, Caspar. Oh, man, she is fucking bummed. Take your time. You started Shadow Hearts 2 in the original Final Fantasy 7? Damn. That's crazy. Hoping to finish Shadow Hearts 2 through F7. Then Dirge of Cerberus to complete this Final Fantasy 7 trilogy? Wow. That's a lot. You got a lot ahead of you coming up. Good for you, though. What was your final opinion on Shadow Hearts? Parzival, perhaps Klaus would not object to this romance given its emphasis on Christian virtues. Parsifal, a 13th century telling of the Arthurian hero Percival, written by Wolfram von Eschenbach. Themes of love and chivalry are prominent in this adventure tale. The German is a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows, maybe it'll inspire her imagination. I don't know. That seems not nearly as interesting. I think these are Latin translations of some of Origen's homilies. Looks like it's also partially burned. Prolific first century aesthetic? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. And theologian, best known for his exegetical writings and homilies, influenced the development of the Trinity and the ransom theory of atonement. I don't think this is probably not a great gift for a young girl. Wait, this is the same bookend as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illuminata about this. Oh. Shadowheart's awesome. Battle's still kind of slow. Final battle it was long, but it was good. Okay. Crisis Core was also epic. That was your first playthrough of Crisis Core. I wonder. I know that remake, right, or whatever came out recently. I wonder. I've seen a little bit of people playing that. It seemed interesting. It looked good visually, like very good. Crisis Core. Man, there's so much Final Fantasy VII shit. A copy of Jabocus de Voln's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. And the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. Richard de Bury's It's a text of the collection and preservation of books. Richard de Bury, a 13th century English priest and later Bishop of Durham. Richard de Bury is one of the first private book collectors and is best known for the which prescribed the care of his collection. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecile learned all their tricks. It's generally a good book for a printer's daughter. Okay, so that's like a educational one more than anything. I've been a little sick. Albertus Mangus de Annabulis, renowned 13th century Dominican theologian, philosopher, and astrologer, and Bishop of Regensburg. A prolific writer, he is known primarily for his work on Aristotle and his knowledge of natural science. It's ostensibly a bestiary, but it contains so much more knowledge on a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals in the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. Okay, that looks promising. Crisis Core Remake is essentially just a remaster, identical to an original to terms. Few UI changes and more voice acting. I thought they changed the gameplay too, like made it better. I guess maybe not. Sounds like you had a close. Yeah, I do. I'm in the middle. It's just like my problem is I got like a runny nose kind of thing, and all the mucus tickles my throat, and that makes me cough. So that's where I'm at. Have you decided on any books to purchase? Thank you. Yes, just one. Yes, Albertus de Annabulis. It contains a wealth of knowledge. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Klaus Stracker's daughter, Magdalene, will. The Latin may pose a challenge for her, but I'm sure with persistence she can overcome it. Is there anything else you need? Yes, Mother Illuminata. What do you know about this book? Oh, I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where'd you find it? I've seen it in one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalog. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? It's not in our catalog. I'm afraid I don't know whom you could ask. If it was a recent addition, the only people who would know are Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias. Right, and I didn't bring any books for some... Oh no, let's not say that. That's a shame, because whoever described this book wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murders. The ones in the fine bookhand? Brother Adic told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the thread puller? Huh? Someone who's manipulating people at Curse Island Testing, pulling all the threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. I thought one of the brothers killed the Baron. He did, but the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Curse Island Testing's secrets. Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's prominence. However, it is not in our category, and it's already damaged. I doubt Father Abbott would mind if he kept it. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Ugh. We got some questioning to do. What games am I playing? Nothing really, honestly. Like, I'm kind of just... I've been out of it, man. A little bit of Call of Duty. Excuse me. A little bit of Call of Duty when I'm, like, trying to zone out. I re-downloaded Vampire Survivors, and I've been slowly chipping away at that again. Really, I haven't really been playing much, like, on my own time. I'm trying to think. Yeah, nothing really. I keep, like, sitting in front of the computer and being like, what do I want to do? And then just, like, not deciding, so doing nothing. I mostly just kind of watch things or whatever. Actually, so have I checked out High on Life? No, but that's what we're going to be playing after this break that's coming up. We're gonna play this, and then we're going to take a break, and we're going to start High on Life, because I really want to check that game out. I've heard nothing but good things, and I really want to... Zedna seems like she knows some shit. She ain't gonna tell us, though. I do want to check out High on Life. This seems very funny. I'm not much of a, what's the guy's name? The Rick and Morty dude? I'm not much, like, a fan of his or whatever. I haven't watched Rick and Morty and all that, but, the other stuff around it seemed very interesting. So I want to check that out. I have it installed and ready to go. Played an hour. It's hilarious. Yeah, that's good. I've been seeing like some of the the extra stuff they've been doing, like the little Easter eggs or whatever, and it seems very, very, very silly. So I'm very curious about it. Alright, where we gotta go? We gotta talk to Aedic, right? He's out in the garden. Or he was? Was he in the garden? Or animal pens? He's down here with the pigs and stuff, right? No, that was somebody else. Shit, where is he? Excuse me. Cemetery? Was he in the cemetery, maybe? No, nobody was here. We'll find him. There's only so many places he could be. It's like Rick and Morty humor meets a Borderlands-esque type of game. So that, if that's all I knew about the game, I'd be instantly not interested. Rick and Morty and Borderlands, but I have seen a little bit of the game, and because I have, I know that it's... I wouldn't interpret it like that. So I'm still interested in watching it. Maybe he's in... Oh, maybe he's... Hold on. Courtyard? I don't think we checked here. Nope. Hey, don't worry, kid. We'll find him. You just stick with me. Oh. It's not the best in comparison. I can't think of it. That's okay. I just like... St. Loon. Most of the medicine made by Agnes. Some help with Sister Gertrude. I think the Rick and Morty guy is... Again, not seen Rick... I haven't seen Rick and Morty, but I think, like, his... As somebody who hasn't seen those shows, I know that guy's style way too well, which means that I've seen it too much. It's everywhere, and so that's why I'm not really super interested in that aspect of it. Oh, here we go. Okay, everyone's eating. That's why. Oh, Florian. Hello, Rudiger. Okay, what about Morschloff? Nope. Volkberg? No. What about Matteo? You got something? No. Gurno? Let's talk to Aedic. Or don't. Wait, what do they want me to do then? I thought I had to go find them. Now that I have the book to give to Madeline, I should have... Oh. I guess we'll go have dinner first and then talk to Adok, as opposed to having dinner with him so we could talk and eat. Two things, two birds, one stone. But yeah, we're probably... Hey, look, there's Guy. Fuck you, Guy. Fuck you, Guy. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be starting High on Life here soon. I'm pretty excited about that one. I finished Signalis. That's the last thing I beat. I beat Signalis on stream like a week ago, I think. That game was fucking fantastic. That game had me wanting to play it so bad. But then it's done, and then, you know, once it's done, it's done. You love Rick and Morty? Very interested in science and quantum physics concepts. As well as outrageously offensive humor. Was that the alien? No, that wasn't the alien invasion one. That was the one, the like the futuristic one. Where you play as an android in this like the facility that got taken over by like something very bad happened in this facility. It was a very good game. Probably like my, if Elden Ring didn't come out this last year, then maybe Signalis would be, I mean, Signalis is on top, near the top sort of thing, you know what I mean? You're back, good. We're almost ready to sit down to eat. Would you and Caspar care to join us? Of course, thank you, Klaus. Welcome back, Andreas. Caspar. Andreas, these are my friends, Benjamin and Rachel Sommerfeld. They're on their way back to Prague, an imperial city in Holy Roman Empire. The city's mint made it a hub for German and Italian bankers and merchants, and its university became a gathering place for many Reformation thinkers. Oh, look, she puts out. Benjamin, good day. Hello, excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Of course, I understand. It's nice to meet you both. Hello. Bleh. Hello. That sounded like a real word, Klaus. She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. That's a wonderful segue to the gifts that I have brought her. Oh? Consider this a book from the Abbey Library. Is this for her or from you? Or no, is this for her or for you? Her, I swear. Bertus Magnus de Animalibus. Andreas, she's only 2 years old. You can read her until she's ready. Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we, assuming the Sommerfelds don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in the Christian homes. Thank you for asking, Klaus. Alright, I'll lead the prayer then. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. That's it? Wow, that's a shitty prayer. Amen. Amen. Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Ow! Is it time? No, I'm fine, I think. I'm just sore everywhere. Oof. Anyway, we'd hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow progress from Basel. Has the fighting come close? Close enough. If we can hear the drums or see the armies, it's too close for me. Rachel being pregnant complicates things, of course. It's better to be cautious than full of regrets. It's lucky timing for me, though. Now I have 2 printers and a master artist in my dinner table. True, it isn't all misfortune. Huh. Oh, so he knows that they're kind of higher class, so the way he writes their script changes. Daddy. Oh yes, thank you. And a future printer and baby printer to be. Testing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. It's amazing to see how far printing has come so quickly. Some of the engravings that I've seen are incredible. And new techniques, new types, new styles are being developed every year. Benjamin's trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. We have type prefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. How novel. Yes, it's still a developing typeface and usually only used in Jewish women's books. I'd like our writing to be more accessible, especially for those who only read Yiddish. Here, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Klaus. Good. I'd like that. Oof. Yes, I'm fine. Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell to travelers as the passes open. But lately I've been printing the 12 articles for the town. 12 articles? Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read at least well enough to make it through that sheet. It's got a lot of people talking, and a lot are coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? The abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect? I remember you saved Ottilia's house from his clutches. If you hadn't intervened, she would have lost everything. You're her favorite person, by the way. Ooh, we haven't seen her since we gotten back. St. Andreas, the Merciful. Oh, wait. Did we see her? I don't remember. No, we didn't. She didn't tell me because we didn't see her, you jackass. Really? I swear it. Anyway, I'm trying to say that things have been hard on the peasants for years. It's just gotten worse lately. If the abbey is such a bad state, there must be someone the abbot can appeal to for more money. You could try to sit down with Otto and work something out. Otto's tried to reason with him. The abbot won't listen. It's like food to eat. We got white bread, an apple pie, and some mushroom porridge. Oh, man. Alright, let's have the porridge first. We're sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all throughout Swabia. Peasants are suffering. It's true, but I'm worried about what will happen to Tassing Pit. Ow! I'm fine. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. Swabian League was a military group maintained by the free imperial cities of the Roman Empire, Holy Roman Empire. Members included nobles, knights, and hired retained mercenaries. What's the Swabian League? Soldiers, mercenaries, bastards who think they crush people. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. So bastards who think they crush people's lives. Right or wrong, they can crush them. We saw their handiwork. It was brutal. If the peasants aren't careful, Tassing could draw this wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking risks, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. The title is held jointly by two brothers, Louis X and William IV. Both are working to suppress the peasant revolts. Bavaria. The Prince Bishop has the church's authority, but the Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kirschlau. Alright, let's dry that up with a little white bread. Oh, jeez. Boy. Klaus, I'm sorry for showing up yesterday without writing. I want to apologize for never writing back. I was caught up on work. You know how it is. I never got around to it. So I'm sorry for never writing back. What happened here in Tassing and Kirschlau? I just wanted to forget it. I'm sorry for what happened to your family, and I'm sorry I never wrote back. That's what we're going to go with. No excuses, just apologize. Still have to check it out on my YouTube. I think. Oh, yeah, you're thinking of Somerville. That's the one with the dog and the guy. The guy that completely hates his dog, that, like, never interacts with it. Yep. You tried Little Nightmares recently. It's surprisingly scary. It is surprisingly scary and disgusting. Like, I love Little Nightmares. That one and the sequel are really good. Both very gross games. They have gross things, like, visually. Alright, Klaus, I'm sorry for what happened to your family, and I'm sorry I never wrote back. That's it. I'm sorry. This got awkward. Here's some apple pie. Ow. Oh, this is it. This is it? Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. It's all my fault. I should have left Basil earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, I need a midwife. Is there one who will accept Rachel? Agnes, she's Tassing's midwife. Could you get her? Klaus? Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Klaus, you're a mensch. Enough with the thanks. Give me the midwife. Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Caspar, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Of course. Good luck, Rachel. Thank you, I need it. I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! I'm going. Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going. Take care. Alright. Okay. So there it is. We're going to end that here for now. I'm kind of getting an idea of what's going on. It sounds like there's trouble brewing in town. So when we come back next time, we're going to see what all this is going to lead to. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.